Definition and scope of laboratory management systems. Now, a laboratory management system is a system designed to manage various administrative, operational, and data management tasks within a laboratory setting. Now, it encompasses a wide range of functionalities tailored to meet the specific needs of laboratories across different industries, including healthcare, pharmaceuticals, research, food, beverages, environmental, and more. And the scope of laboratory management system typically includes the following areas. First, sample tracking and management. A laboratory management system allows laboratories to efficiently track samples throughout their life cycle, from collection to analysis to disposal. It records sample information such as source, type, storage location, and testing history, ensuring traceability and data integrity. Second is instrument integration and automation. Many laboratories rely on sophisticated analytical instruments and equipment for testing and analysis. Laboratory management system often integrates with these instruments to automate data capture, analysis, and reporting processes, minimizing manual errors and increasing throughput. Quality control and assurance. Laboratory management system facilitates adherence to quality standards and regulatory requirements by enforcing standardized protocols, managing documentation, and tracking quality control measures. It helps ensure accuracy, reliability, and compliance with industry regulations and accreditation standards. Inventory management. Effective management of laboratory supplies, reagents, and consumables is essential for seamless operations. Laboratory management system provides tools for inventory tracking, ordering, stock monitoring, and expiration date management, optimizing resource utilization and minimizing waste. Workflow optimization. Lab management system streamlines laboratory workflows by defining and automating task assignments, scheduling, and prioritization. It helps improve efficiency, turnaround times, and resource allocation by eliminating bottlenecks and optimizing resource utilization. Data management and analysis. Laboratories generate vast amounts of data from various tests and experiments. Laboratory management system centralizes data storage, organization, and retrieval, providing secure access to authorized personnel. It may also include built-in analysis tools for data interpretation, visualization, and reporting. Reporting and communication. Laboratory management system enables the generation of customizable reports and certificates to communicate results to clients, stakeholders, and regulatory bodies. It supports various formats and channels for results delivery, such as printed reports, electronic files, or secure online portals. Security and compliance. Safeguarding sensitive data and ensuring compliance with privacy regulations are paramount in lab operations. Laboratory management systems implement robust security measures such as user authentication, data encryption, audit trails, and role-based access controls to protect data integrity and confidentiality. Overall, laboratory management systems play a crucial role in enhancing operational efficiency, data accuracy, and regulatory compliance within laboratories, ultimately contributing to better decision-making, quality assurance, and customer satisfaction. Data security and backup. Now, data security and backup are critical components of laboratory information management systems or laboratory management systems. These systems handle sensitive data such as test results, patient information, experimental data, and more. And the following are some key considerations for ensuring data security and implementing effective backup procedures in laboratory management systems. The first is access control. Implement strict access controls to ensure that only authorized personnel can access sensitive data. This can involve user authentication mechanisms such as username password combinations, biometric authentication, or multi-factor authentication. Next, encryption. Encrypt data both in transit and at rest to protect it from unauthorized access. Use strong encryption algorithms to secure data stored in databases and during transmission over networks. Regular security audits. Conduct regular security audits and assessment to identify vulnerabilities and ensure compliance with data security standards and regulations such as the HIPAA. Take note, HIPAA stands for Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or GDPR, which stands for General Data Protection Regulation. Next is data redundancy. Maintain redundant copies of data to prevent data loss in case of hardware failures, cyber attacks, or other disasters. Redundancy can be achieved through mirroring, replication, or distributed storage solutions. Regular backups. Implement regular and automated backup procedures to create copies of data at scheduled intervals. Backups should be stored in secure off-site locations to protect against on-site disasters such as fires or floods. Incremental and full backups. Use a combination of incremental and full backups to optimize backup processes and minimize storage requirements. Incremental backups only capture changes made since the last backup, while full backups create a complete copy of the data. Versioning. Maintain multiple versions of backup data. It enables restoration to specific points in time. Versioning allows users to roll back to a previous state in case of data corruption or accidental deletion. Disaster recovery plan. Develop a comprehensive disaster recovery plan outlining procedures for restoring data and system operations in the event of a disaster. Test the disaster recovery plan regularly to ensure its effectiveness. Data lifecycle management. Define clear data retention policies, specifying how long data should be retained and when it should be securely disposed of. Adhering to these policies helps minimize storage costs and reduces the risk of unauthorized access to old or obsolete data. Employee training. Provide regular training to employees on data security best practices, including password hygiene, phishing awareness, and proper handling of sensitive information. Human error is a common cause of data breaches, so educating employees is essential for maintaining data security. By implementing these best practices, laboratory management systems can effectively safeguard sensitive data and ensure continuity of operations in the face of security threats and unforeseen disasters. Laboratory personnel and training. Laboratory personnel play a crucial role in ensuring the smooth operation and the accurate results of scientific experiments and research. The following are some key aspects related to laboratory personnel and training. First, job roles. Now, laboratories typically have various job roles, including laboratory technicians, research assistants, scientists, laboratory managers, and others. Each role has specific responsibilities such as conducting experiments, analyzing data, maintaining equipment, and overseeing laboratory operations. Education and qualifications. And the education and qualifications required for laboratory personnel vary depending on the specific role and the nature of work being conducted. Entry-level positions may require a high school diploma or an associate degree in a relevant field, while higher-level positions often require a bachelor's or master's degree in a scientific discipline such as biology, chemistry, or biochemistry. And some positions may also require additional certifications or training. Training programs. Many laboratories offer on-the-job training programs to new hires to familiarize them with laboratory procedures, safety protocols, and equipment operation. These training programs may include classroom instruction, hands-on demonstrations, and supervised practice sessions. Some laboratories also provide opportunities for continuing education and professional development to help employees stay current with advances in their field. Safety training. Safety is a top priority in laboratory settings due to the potential hazards associated with working with chemicals, biological materials, and other substances. Laboratory personnel receive training in laboratory safety protocols, including proper handling and disposal of hazardous materials, use of personal protective equipment (PPE), personal protective equipment (PPE), emergency procedures and risk assessments, quality assurance and control, quality assurance and compliance, quality assurance and compliance. Laboratory personnel are often responsible for ensuring that experiments are conducted according to established quality assurance standards and regulatory requirements. This may involve following standard operating procedures, SOPs, maintaining accurate records, participating in quality control activities, and complying with regulations such as GLP, Good Laboratory Practices, or Good Manufacturing Practices, GMP. Teamwork and communication. Effective communication and teamwork are essential for the success of laboratory projects. Laboratory personnel must be able to work collaboratively with colleagues, share information and resources, and communicate their findings clearly and accurately. Training programs may include activities and exercises designed to improve teamwork and communication skills. Professional development. Many laboratories support the professional development of their personnel by providing opportunities for further education, training, and career advancement. This may include attending conferences, workshops, and seminars, pursuing advanced degrees or certifications, participating in research projects, and taking on leadership roles within the laboratory or professional organizations. Overall, laboratory personnel training is essential for ensuring the safety, accuracy, and efficiency of laboratory operations and for supporting the professional growth and development of laboratory staff. Quality assurance and quality control in laboratory management systems. Quality assurance and quality control QA/QC in LMS. Now, the reliability and credibility of laboratory results heavily depend on the robustness of their management systems. Quality assurance and quality control play pivotal roles in ensuring the accuracy, precision, and integration of laboratory operations. And this course will delve into the significance of QA and QC in laboratory management systems and explore how they contribute to maintaining high standards of performance and reliability. First, quality assurance in laboratory management systems. Now, quality assurance in LMS focuses on establishing and maintaining processes to ensure that laboratory operations consistently meet predefined quality standards. It involves proactive measures to prevent errors, deviations, and inaccuracies throughout the entire testing and analysis workflow. Now, the key components of quality assurance in laboratory management systems include standard operating procedures. Now, SOPs. Now, documented procedures detailing the steps to be followed for each analytical method, instrument operation, and data analysis. SOPs serve as guidelines for staff training, ensuring consistency and uniformity in lab practices. Training and competence assessment. Continuous training programs to equip laboratory personnel with the necessary skills and knowledge to perform their tasks accurately is key, very important. Competency assessments help identify areas for improvement and ensure that staff members are proficient in their respective roles. Equipment calibration and maintenance. Regular calibration and maintenance of lab equipment or instruments to uphold accuracy and reliability in test results is key and cannot be overemphasized. Calibration protocols should be standardized and traceable to national or international measurement standards. Document control. Effective management of documentation, including protocols, reports, and records to ensure traceability, accessibility, and version control is very important. Document control is essential for maintaining data integrity and facilitating regulatory compliance. Quality audits and inspections, and periodic internal and external audits to evaluate compliance with quality standards, identify areas of non-compliance, and implement corrective actions is key. Now, audits provide valuable feedback for process improvement and risk mitigation. Now, quality control in LMS, laboratory management systems. We just discussed quality assurance in laboratory management systems. Now, quality control in laboratory management systems. Now, quality control involves the systematic monitoring and evaluation of analytical processes and test results to detect and correct errors or deviations. Unlike quality assurance, which focuses on preventive measures, quality control is primarily concerned with detecting issues that may compromise the accuracy or reliability of laboratory data. The key components of quality control in laboratory management system include analytical method validation. Validation of analytical methods to ensure that suitability for the intended purpose, including accuracy, precision, specificity, and robustness, is very important. Validation of analytical methods to ensure that suitability for intended purpose, which includes accuracy, precision, and robustness, is key. Now, method validation confirms that the analytical results are reliable and reproducible within specified limits. Internal quality control, ongoing monitoring of analytical performance using control samples with known concentrations or properties is internal quality control. Again, internal quality control involves ongoing monitoring of analytical performance using control samples with known concentrations or properties. IQC, internal quality control, involves the regular analysis of control samples alongside patient or test samples to verify the accuracy and precision of test results. External quality assessment. Now, participation in proficiency testing programs administered by external organizations to assess laboratory performance relative to other laboratories is very important. Now, external quality assessment provides an independent evaluation of analytical accuracy and identifies opportunities for improvement. corrective and preventive actions, CAPA. Now, timely investigation and resolution of non-conformances, deviations, and incidents through CAPA processes is one of the key components of quality control in laboratory management system. CAPA involves root cause analysis, corrective actions to address immediate issues, and preventive actions to prevent reoccurrence. Now, quality assurance and quality control are indispensable components of laboratory management systems, essential for ensuring the reliability, accuracy, and credibility of laboratory results. By implementing robust QA/QC processes, laboratories can uphold high standards of performance, meet regulatory requirements, and contribute to advancing scientific knowledge and innovation. Continuous improvement and adherence to best practices in QA/QC are imperative for maintaining excellence in laboratory operations and safeguarding public health and safety. Inventory management. Inventory management. Inventory management in laboratory management systems plays a crucial role in ensuring the efficient operation of laboratories. And the following are some key aspects and best practices for managing inventory in laboratory settings. The first is centralized inventory database. Now, centralized inventory database. Now, implement a centralized inventory management system that tracks all laboratory supplies, reagents, chemicals, equipment, and consumables. This database should be accessible to authorized personnel and regularly updated to reflect stock levels accurately. Now, barcode or RFID tagging. Now, assign unique identifiers such as barcodes or RFID tags to each inventory item. This facilitates easy tracking and monitoring of items as they move through the laboratory. Categorization and organization. Classify inventory items into categories based on type, usage, expiration date, and other relevant criteria. Organize items systematically within storage areas to facilitate easy retrieval and minimize the risk of errors. Real-time monitoring. Implement systems that provide real-time visibility into inventory levels. This allows laboratory staff to promptly identify low stock levels, reorder items as needed, and avoid stockouts that could disrupt operations. Automated reordering. Set up automated reordering systems for frequently used items or those with predictable consumption patterns. Now, this ensures that essential supplies are replenished in a timely manner, reducing the likelihood of shortages. Expiration data or expiration date tracking. Monitor expiration dates for perishable items such as reagents and chemicals. Implement processes to rotate stock and use older items first to minimize waste and ensure the accuracy of experimental results. Supplier management. And maintain a database of approved suppliers and regularly review vendor performance in terms of pricing, quality, and delivery and reliability. Establish preferred supplier relationships to streamline procurement processes and negotiate favorable terms. Inventory audits. Conduct regular audits to verify the accuracy of inventory records and identify discrepancies. These audits should include physical counts of inventory items and reconciliation with the information stored in the inventory management system. Usage tracking and analysis. Monitor and analyze usage patterns to identify opportunities for optimizing inventory levels and reducing costs. Adjust reorder quantities and stocking levels based on historical usage data and projected future needs. Compliance and safety. Ensure compliance with regulatory requirements and safety standards when handling and storing inventory items, particularly hazardous chemicals and biological materials. Implement proper labeling, storage, and disposal procedures to minimize risks to laboratory personnel and the environment. And by implementing these best practices, laboratories can streamline their inventory management processes, improve operational efficiency, and ensure the availability of essential supplies for conducting experiments and research. Equipment management and maintenance in laboratory management systems. Now, equipment management and maintenance are crucial components of laboratory management systems, ensuring that laboratory instruments and tools operate efficiently, accurately, and safely. The following are some key aspects of equipment management and maintenance within laboratory management systems. The first is inventory management. A laboratory management system should include features for tracking equipment inventory, including details such as equipment name, model number, serial number, acquisition date, location, and usage history. This information helps in efficiently managing the laboratory's equipment resources, calibration, and maintenance scheduling. And the system should facilitate the scheduling of regular calibration and maintenance tasks for laboratory equipment. This includes setting up reminders for calibration intervals, preventive maintenance schedules, and tracking maintenance history for each piece of equipment. Compliance management. Laboratory management systems often include compliance management features to ensure that equipment meets regulatory standards and requirements. This may include maintaining records of calibration certificates, service reports, and documentation for audits and regulatory inspections. Workflow integration. Integration with laboratory workflows is essential for seamless equipment management, and the system should allow users to schedule maintenance tasks without disrupting ongoing experiments or processes. It should also provide visibility into equipment availability and status to prevent conflicts in scheduling, remote monitoring, and diagnostics. Some advanced laboratory management systems offer remote monitoring capabilities, allowing users to monitor equipment performance in real time and receive alerts for any deviations or malfunctions. Remote diagnostics may also be used or be available to troubleshoot issues without the need for on-site intervention. Data analysis and reporting. And the system should provide tools for analyzing equipment performance data such as uptime, downtime, failure rates, mean time between failures, reporting capabilities, enable managers to make informed decisions regarding equipment replacements, upgrades, or repairs. User training and documentation. Laboratory management systems may include features for providing user training, materials, and documentation related to equipment operation, maintenance procedures, and safety protocols. This helps ensure that laboratory staff are properly trained to use and maintain equipment effectively. Vendor management. For outsourced maintenance services or equipment purchases, the system may include features for managing vendor relationships, such as tracking service contracts, communication logs, and vendor performance evaluations. Integration with maintenance systems. In larger organizations, laboratory management systems may need to integrate with broader enterprise asset management or computerized management maintenance management systems for holistic equipment management across the organization. Risk assessment and mitigation. The system should support risk assessment processes for identifying potential hazards associated with equipment failure implementing mitigation strategies to minimize risks to personnel, equipment, and the environment. Now, overall, effective equipment management and maintenance within laboratory management systems are essential for optimizing laboratory operations and ensuring data accuracy and reliability and maintaining compliance with regulatory standards. Safety protocols. Safety protocols. Safety protocols in laboratory management systems are crucial for ensuring the well-being of laboratory personnel, maintaining compliance with regulatory standards, and safeguarding the environment. And the following are some key safety protocols commonly implemented within laboratory management systems. The first is risk assessment. Now, conducting thorough risk assessment for all laboratory personnel, for all laboratory procedures and activities to identify potential hazards and evaluate risks and implement appropriate control measures is very important. Second is standard operating procedures, SOPs. Developing and enforcing SOPs for all laboratory operations, including handling of hazardous materials, equipment usage, contingency, emergency procedures, and waste management is key, as this helps to prevent mistakes that could lead to disastrous consequences. Training and education. Providing comprehensive safety training and ongoing education for laboratory staff regarding proper handling of chemicals, equipment operation, emergency response protocols, and adherence to safety guidelines is very important. This also helps to prevent errors, costly errors, mistakes, and helps to reduce costs of operations. Personal protective equipment, PPE, ensuring the availability and proper usage of PPE such as gloves, lab coats, safety glasses, face shields, and respirators to minimize exposure to hazardous substances and prevent injuries is key, very important. Chemical management. This involves implementing robust chemical inventory management systems to track the storage, usage, and disposal of hazardous chemicals, ensuring compliance with safety regulations and preventing incidents such as spills or exposures. Equipment maintenance. This involves establishing regular inspection, calibration, and maintenance schedules for lab equipment to ensure their safe and effective operation, reducing the risk of accidents or malfunctions. Emergency preparedness. This involves developing and practicing emergency response procedures, including evacuation plans, spill containment measures, and protocols for handling accidents, injuries, or chemical exposures. Waste management. This involves proper segregation, labeling, storage, and disposal of laboratory waste materials, including hazardous chemicals, biohazards, and sharps, in accordance with regulatory requirements to prevent environmental contamination and health risks. Security measures. This involves implementing access control measures, security protocols, and surveillance systems to prevent unauthorized access to laboratory facilities or sensitive materials, safeguarding against theft, sabotage, or misuse. Continuous improvement. Regularly reviewing and updating safety protocols, procedures, and training programs based on feedback, incident reports, regulatory changes, and advancements in best practices to enhance overall safety culture and minimize risks. Now, by adhering to these safety protocols within laboratory management systems, now laboratories can create a safer working environment, mitigate potential hazards, and ensure compliance with regulatory standards, ultimately protecting the health and well-being of personnel and the surrounding community. Chemical handling. Chemical handling in laboratory management systems involves the systematic organization, tracking, and management of chemicals within a laboratory setting. A laboratory management system software facilitates the efficient handling of chemicals from procurement to disposal, ensuring compliance with safety regulations and optimizing laboratory operations. The following outlines how laboratory management system typically addresses chemical handling. The first is inventory management. Laboratory management system allows laboratories to manage a comprehensive inventory of chemicals. It records details such as chemical names, quantities, locations, expiration dates, and safety data sheets. A barcode or RFID technology may be integrated to facilitate quick and accurate tracking, procurement, and receiving. Laboratory management system streamlines the procurement process by enabling electronic requisition and approval workflows. It tracks orders, deliveries, and invoices, ensuring that chemicals are obtained from approved suppliers and meet quality standards. Storage and labeling. Laboratory management systems guidelines provides guidelines for proper chemical storage based on compatibility and safety requirements. It facilitates the labeling of chemical containers with essential information such as hazard warnings, handling instructions, and storage conditions. Usage tracking. Laboratory management system monitors the consumption of chemicals by recording usage data for each experiment or process. This information helps laboratories optimize inventory levels, prevent stockouts, and identify trends in chemical usage. Safety compliance. Laboratory management system ensures compliance with safety regulations and industry standards governing chemical handling. It prompts users to follow safety protocols, conducts risk assessments, and provides access to safety training materials and documentation. Waste management. A laboratory management system facilitates the proper disposal of chemicals by guiding users through waste classification, segregation, and disposal procedures. It tracks waste generation, storage, and disposal activities to ensure regulatory compliance and environmental sustainability. Risk assessment and incident management. Laboratory management system conduct risk assessments to identify potential hazards associated with chemical handling activities. It provides protocols for incident reporting and investigation, helping laboratories mitigate risks and prevent accidents. Auditing and reporting. Laboratory management system generates reports and audit trails documenting all chemical handling activities. This information is valuable for regulatory compliance audits, internal inspections, and performance analysis. Integration with other systems. Laboratory management systems may integrate with other laboratory systems, such as electronic lab notebooks, laboratory information management systems, and environmental health and safety software to streamline data exchange and workflow automation. Overall, laboratory management systems play a crucial role in ensuring the safe and efficient handling of chemicals in laboratory environments, thereby enhancing productivity, compliance, and overall laboratory management effectiveness. Data management, analysis, and reporting. Now, laboratory management systems play a crucial role in managing data, conducting analysis, and generating reports within laboratory settings. And the following is an overview of how data management, analysis, and reporting are typically handled within laboratory management system. The first is data management. Now, this involves sample tracking. Laboratory management systems helps in tracking samples throughout the testing process from collection to analysis and storage. Each sample is assigned a unique identifier to ensure traceability. Data entry. Laboratory management systems allows for the entry of various types of data, including sample information, test results, experimental parameters, and more. And this data can be entered manually or through automated interfaces with laboratory equipment or instruments. Third is data storage. Laboratory management system stores all data securely in a centralized database, ensuring easy access and retrieval when needed. Proper data backup and security measures are implemented to protect sensitive information. Data integrity. Laboratory management systems often include features to maintain data integrity, such as audit trails, version control, and electronic signatures to ensure compliance with regulatory requirements. Data analysis. Now, we just discussed data management, which includes data tracking, data entry, data storage, and data integrity. Next is data analysis. This involves using tools such as analytical tools, external tools, that is integration with external tools, custom analysis workflows, and the likes. Now, analytical tools. Laboratory management systems may provide built-in analytical tools for performing statistical analysis, trend analysis, and quality control checks on the collected data. And integration with external tools. Laboratory management systems can integrate with external software tools, software analysis tools, or external analysis software or programming languages like R or Python for advanced data analysis and visualization. So LMS can be integrated with other tools such as Python or R. That is, other software or advanced data analysis and visualization tools. Custom analysis workflows. Custom analysis workflows. Users can create custom analysis workflows within the laboratory management system to automate repetitive analysis tasks and ensure consistency in results interpretation. Next is reporting. Reporting. This can be in the form of standard reports, custom reports, scheduled reporting, regulatory compliance, and others. Now, standard reports. Now, laboratory management systems typically offers pre-configured templates for generating standard reports such as test results, quality control reports, and compliance reports. Now, custom reports. Users can create custom reports tailored to specific requirements using flexible reporting tools provided by the laboratory management system. And these reports can include tables, charts, graphs, and other visualizations. Scheduled reporting. Laboratory management systems allows for the scheduling of reports to be automatically generated and distributed at specified intervals, reducing manual efforts and ensuring timely reporting. Regulatory compliance. Laboratory management system ensures that reports generated comply with regulatory standards such as good laboratory practices and good manufacturing practices and ISO standards. Next is data sharing and collaboration. Data sharing and collaboration. This involves considering concepts such as access control, collaboration tools, and LMS. Now, access control. Laboratory management systems provides role-based access control to regulate user access to data and ensure data confidentiality and integrity. Collaboration tools involves the use of LMS, um, including collaboration, um, including collaboration features such as messaging features, commenting features, and shared workspaces to facilitate communication and collaboration among laboratory personnel. Integration with a laboratory information management system. Now, laboratory management systems can integrate with laboratory information management systems, LIMS, to streamline data exchange and collaboration between different laboratory functions. Now, in summary, laboratory management systems streamline data management, analysis, and reporting processes in laboratories, ensuring efficiency, accuracy, and compliance with regulatory standards. And these systems play a crucial role in enhancing productivity, enabling informed decision making, and maintaining data integrity in laboratory operations. Now, how to choose the right laboratory management systems for your laboratory. Now, choosing the right laboratory management system for your laboratory for a particular lab is a critical decision that can significantly impact one's laboratory's efficiency, compliance, and overall performance. And the following is a guide to help you navigate the selection process. The first is assess your needs. And before you start looking at different laboratory management system options, it is essential to understand your laboratory's specific requirements. Now consider factors such as the size of your lab, types of tests conducted, regulatory compliance needs, integration requirements with existing systems, and budget constraints. The next is define key features. Make a list of key features and functionalities you require in an laboratory management system. Now, this could include sample tracking, data management, instrument integration, reporting capabilities, quality control management, and regulatory compliance features. The next is evaluate user friendliness. Now, the laboratory management system should be intuitive and easy to use for laboratory staff at all levels. Look for systems with a user-friendly interface and customizable workflows to match your laboratory processes. Ensure regulatory compliance. Compliance with regulatory standards such as CLIA, CAP, and FDA and ISO is crucial for laboratories. Choose a laboratory management system that offers features to help maintain compliance with these standards, such as electronic record keeping, audit trails, and quality control management tools. Scalability and flexibility. Consider whether the laboratory management system can scale with your laboratory as it grows. It should be flexible enough to adapt to changes in testing volume, new testing methods, and evolving regulatory requirements. Integration capabilities. Check if the laboratory management system can seamlessly integrate with other laboratory instruments, systems, and software such as electronic health records, laboratory information systems, and billing systems. Integration reduces manual data entry, minimizes errors, and improves overall efficiency. Vendor support and training. Evaluate the level of support and training offered by the laboratory management system vendor. Adequate training and ongoing support are essential for successful implementation and adoption of the system. Data security and backup. Ensure that the laboratory management system has robust security measures in place to protect sensitive patient data and laboratory information. It should offer features such as user authentication, data encryption, regular backups, and disaster recovery plans. Cost considerations. Compare the pricing structures of different laboratory management system vendors, including upfront costs, ongoing maintenance fees, and additional charges for customization or support services. Choose a solution that offers the best value for your budget. User reviews and references. Finally, research user reviews and testimonials from other laboratories using the laboratory management systems you are considering. Ask for references from the vendor and speak with current users to get insight into their experiences with the system. By carefully evaluating these factors and selecting a lab management system that aligns with your lab's laboratory needs and goals, you can streamline operations, improve data management, and ensure regulatory compliance, and ultimately enhance the overall efficiency and effectiveness of your laboratory. Implementation and transition to a new laboratory management system. Implementing and transitioning to a new laboratory management system requires careful planning, coordination, and execution to ensure minimal disruption to operations and maximum benefit realization. And the following are the various steps to help you navigate this process effectively. The first is needs assessment and planning. Assess the current system limitation and gather requirements for the new laboratory management system. Define what you aim to achieve with this new system. Determine the budget, personnel, and timeline for the implementation. Next is vendor selection. Look for LMS providers that meet the requirements. Ask vendors for proposals and conduct demonstrations to evaluate their offerings. Choose the vendor that best fits your needs and budget. Customization and configuration. Tailor the LMS to align with your laboratory workflows and processes. Set up user permissions, data fields, reports, and other system settings according to your requirements. Assess. The next is data migration. Assess the data to be migrated from the old system, ensuring accuracy and completeness. Cleanse and standardize data to ensure consistency and integrity. Develop a detailed plan for migrating data while minimizing downtime and risk. Training and change management. And develop and deliver comprehensive training programs for staff to ensure they understand how to use the new system effectively. Communicate the reasons for the change, address concerns, and involve staff in the transition process to facilitate buy-in and acceptance. Testing and conduct thorough testing to ensure the system meets requirements and functions as expected. Verify data integrity, system performance, and compliance with regulatory requirements. Next is deployment. Implement the new LMS in stages or departments to minimize disruptions and facilitate troubleshooting. Execute the plan and ensuring adequate support and resources are available during the transition process or the transition period. Monitoring and optimization. Evaluate the system's performance against goals and objectives, and gather feedback from users and stakeholders to identify areas for optimization and enhancement. Provide ongoing technical support and training to ensure users can effectively utilize the system. Compliance and validation. Ensure the new system meets regulatory requirements relevant to our industry, such as FDA, ISO, and others. Validate the LMS to demonstrate its accuracy, reliability, and consistency in supporting laboratory processes. Next is documentation. Maintain comprehensive documentation, including user manuals, standard operating procedures, and change control records. Contingency planning. Identify potential risks and develop contingency plans to address them, such as data loss or system downtime. Post-implementation support. This is the last but not the least step in implementing and transitioning to a new laboratory management system. Now, establish channels for users to report issues and request assistance. Schedule regular maintenance activities to ensure that the LMS remains up to date and functional. By following these steps and engaging stakeholders throughout the process, you can facilitate a smooth implementation and transition to a new laboratory management system while maximizing its benefits for your organization. Future trends in laboratory management. Future trends in laboratory management. Now, predicting future trends in laboratory management involves understanding advancements in technology, changes in regulations, and shifts in laboratory practices. The following are several potential trends that could shape laboratory management system or laboratory management in the future. First is automation and robotics. Laboratories are likely to increasingly adopt automation and robotics to streamline processes, increase efficiency, and reduce human error. This includes automated sample handling, testing, and data analysis, artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI and machine learning, AI and machine learning algorithms will play a larger role in data analysis, interpretation, and decision making within laboratories. And these technologies can optimize workflows, improve accuracy, and identify patterns that humans might miss. Remote monitoring and telemedicine. With advancements in telemedicine and remote monitoring technologies, there may be a greater emphasis on remote diagnostics and monitoring. Laboratories may need to adapt to support remote sample collection, analysis, and consultation with different providers or professionals. Personalized medicine and genomics. As personalized medicine becomes more prevalent, laboratories will need to accommodate the growing demand for genomic testing and analysis. This includes integrating genomic data into diagnostics and treatment plans. Point of care testing. Point of care testing devices enable rapid testing and immediate results at the point of patient care. Laboratories may need to incorporate these devices into their workflows to support decentralized testing and improve patient outcomes. Data security and privacy. With the increasing digitization of healthcare data, laboratories will need to prioritize data security and privacy. Compliance with regulations such as HIPAA, Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, will be crucial to protect patient information. Remote work and collaboration tools. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the adoption of remote work and virtual collaboration tools. Laboratories may continue to leverage these technologies to facilitate communication, collaboration, and knowledge sharing among staff members. Environmental sustainability. Laboratories will likely place a greater emphasis on environmental sustainability, implementing practices to reduce waste, energy consumption, and carbon footprint. This could include initiatives such as green chemistry, recycling programs, and energy efficient equipment. Continuous professional development. As technology and healthcare practices evolve, laboratory professionals will need to engage in continuous professional development to stay abreast of the latest technologies. This may involve ongoing training, certification programs, and participation in professional organizations. Regulatory changes and quality assurance. Laboratories will need to adapt to evolving regulatory requirements and quality assurance standards. This includes ensuring compliance with regulations such as Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendments, CLIA, and maintaining accreditations from organizations like CAP, College of American Pathologists. Now, by staying informed about these trends and proactively adopting or adapting these practices, laboratory managers can position their facilities for success in the evolving healthcare landscape and laboratory practices in general. Laboratory management systems have evolved significantly over time to meet the increasing demands of modern laboratories for efficient data management, quality control, and regulatory compliance. The following are some overview of the historical development of laboratory management system. First, manual systems. Before the advent of computers, laboratory management was largely manual. Laboratories maintained records using paper-based systems, which were labor-intensive and prone to errors. Data recording, analysis, and reporting were time-consuming processes. This we can call the pre-computer era. Now, next was early computerization, which was between 1970s and 1980s. With the introduction of computers in the mid-20th century, laboratories began to adopt basic electronic systems for data storage and analysis. And these early computer systems were often standalone and primarily focused on data management rather than comprehensive laboratory management. Now, LIMS emergence, that is, Laboratory Information Management System emergence, which was in the late 20th century. And in the late 20th century, laboratory information management systems emerged as specialized software designed specifically for managing laboratory operations. Early laboratory information management system primarily focused on sample tracking, inventory management, and data storage, aiming to streamline storage, laboratory workflows, and improve efficiency. Integration with quality management systems. As quality management became increasingly important in laboratory operations, laboratory information management systems started integrating with quality management systems to ensure adherence to regulatory standards such as ISO 17025 FDA and good laboratory and GMP, good manufacturing practices. And this integration allowed laboratories to manage quality control processes, documentation, and compliance more effectively. Advancements in technology. With advancements in technology, including the proliferation of the internet, cloud computing, and mobile devices, lab management systems, laboratory management systems evolved to become more accessible, scalable, and user-friendly. Cloud-based laboratory management system solutions enabled remote access to laboratory data, collaboration among researchers, and real-time monitoring of experiments. Focus on compliance and data security. And in response to increasingly stringent regulatory requirements and concerns about data security, modern laboratory management systems prioritize compliance features such as electronic signatures, audit trails, and secure data encryption. And these features ensure that laboratories maintain data integrity and meet regulatory standards. Integration with analytical instruments and automation. Now, today's laboratory management systems are often integrated with analytical instruments and laboratory automation systems, enabling seamless data transfer, instrument control, and workflow automation. And this integration reduces manual errors, accelerates data analysis, and improves overall productivity in the laboratory. Emergence of AI and data analytics. The integration of artificial intelligence, AI, and advanced data analytics capabilities into laboratory management system is a recent trend. Now, AI-powered laboratory management system can analyze large volumes of data, identify patterns, and provide insights that can help researchers make informed decisions more quickly. Now, the historical development of laboratory management systems reflects the evolution of laboratory practices, technological advancements, and regulatory requirements. Today's laboratory management systems play a critical role in facilitating efficient laboratory operations, ensuring data integrity, and driving scientific innovation. Laboratory management systems consist of the following core components, which are sample management, data management, instrument integration, workflow management, quality control and quality assurance, inventory management, document management, reporting and analytics, compliance and regulatory support, integration and interoperability. Now, sample management. Laboratory management system facilitates the tracking of samples throughout the laboratory workflow. It includes functionalities such as sample accessioning, labeling, tracking, storage location management, and sample status monitoring. Data management. Laboratory management system manages various types of data generated during laboratory processes, including test results, patient information, experimental data, and quality control data. It ensures data integrity, security, and compliance with regulatory standards. Instruments integration. Laboratory management system integrates with laboratory instruments and equipment to automate data capture, analysis, and reporting. This integration reduces manual data entry errors and enhances efficiency by directly transferring data from instruments to the laboratory management system. Workflow management. Laboratory management system optimizes laboratory workflows by defining and enforcing standard operating procedures (SOPs), task assignments, and priority settings. It helps in organizing and scheduling tasks, managing work queues, and tracking the progress of experiments and analysis. Quality control and quality assurance. Laboratory management system supports QC and QA, quality control and quality assurance processes, by providing tools for instrument calibration and maintenance scheduling, proficiency testing, results verification, and compliance monitoring with regulatory standards such as SLIA, CAP, or ISO. Inventory management. Laboratory management system tracks laboratory supplies, reagents, and consumable inventory levels, automates reordering processes, and ensures the availability of necessary resources for uninterrupted laboratory operations. Document management. A laboratory management system manages laboratory-related documents, including protocols, SOPs, test methods, reports, and regulatory documents. It facilitates document version control, access control, and electronic signature capabilities to ensure compliance with regulatory requirements. Reporting and analytics. Laboratory management systems generates customizable reports and provides analytical tools to analyze laboratory data, monitor performance metrics, identify trends, and make informed decisions to improve efficiency and quality. Compliance and regulatory support. Laboratory management system helps laboratories to adhere to regulatory requirements and standards such as CLIA, CAP, HIPAA, and GDPR. It ensures data security, confidentiality, audit trails, and compliance documentation for regulatory inspections and accreditation processes. Integration and interoperability. Laboratory management system integrates with other laboratory information systems, electronic health record (EHR) systems, billing systems, and external databases to enable seamless data exchange and interoperability across healthcare organizations. And these core components collectively contribute to enhancing the efficiency, accuracy, and compliance of laboratory operations, ultimately improving patient care outcomes and driving organizational success. Benefits of implementing laboratory management system. Implementing laboratory management system often offers numerous benefits to laboratories across various industries, which includes the following. First, streamlined workflow. A laboratory management system facilitates efficient management of laboratory operations by automating and streamlining various processes such as sample tracking, data management, scheduling, and reporting. This leads to improved productivity and reduced turnaround times. Improved data management. Laboratory management system enables centralized storage and management of laboratory data, including test results, experimental protocols, and quality control records. This ensures data integrity, accuracy, and accessibility, which are crucial for compliance and decision making. enhanced quality control. With built-in quality control features, laboratory management system helps laboratories maintain consistent quality standards and compliance with regulatory requirements. It enables real-time monitoring of processes, identification of deviations, and implementation of corrective actions to prevent errors and ensure reliable results. Increased compliance. Laboratory management system provides tools for tracking regulatory requirements and standard operating procedures (SOPs), ensuring that laboratories adhere to industry standards and compliance regulations such as ISO, CLIA, FDA, and GLP. Now, this reduces the risk of non-compliance penalties and regulatory issues. Cost efficiency. By optimizing resource utilization, reducing manual errors, and minimizing rework, laboratory management system helps laboratories operate more cost-effectively. It enables better resource planning, inventory management, and utilization of equipment and personnel, leading to cost savings in the long run. Enhanced collaboration and communication. Laboratory management system facilitates seamless collaboration among laboratory staff, departments, and external stakeholders. It enables real-time sharing of data, results, and insights, fostering collaboration and improving communication within the organization and with clients or partners. Data analysis and reporting. And the laboratory management system typically includes advanced data analysis and reporting capabilities, allowing laboratories to generate customized results, trend analysis, and graphical representations of data. And this enables better decision-making, trend identification, and insights generation from the collected data. Scalability and flexibility. Laboratory systems, management systems, are often scalable and customizable to accommodate the evolving needs and growth of laboratories. Whether it's expanding operations, adding new tests, or integrating with other systems, laboratory management system can adapt to changing requirements, ensuring long-term viability and flexibility. Risk management. By implementing robust tracking and documentation features, laboratory management systems helps laboratories mitigate risks associated with sample handling, data integrity, and regulatory compliance. It enables traceability of samples, processes, and results, minimizing the likelihood of errors and adverse events. Customer satisfaction. Ultimately, laboratory management systems contribute to improved customer satisfaction by ensuring timely and accurate delivery of services, adherence to quality standards, and responsiveness to clients' needs and inquiries. This strengthens the reputation and credibility of the laboratory in the industry. Now, overall, the implementation of laboratory management systems offers a wide range of benefits that enhance efficiency, compliance, quality, and customer satisfaction in laboratory operations. Standards and compliance in laboratory management system. Now, in the slides that we'll be considering, we'll discuss some of the important, very popular standards in laboratory management systems. Now, the first of these standards is ISO/IEC 17025, which is the standard for testing and calibration laboratories. Now, ISO/IEC 17025 lays down the general requirements for the competence of testing and calibration laboratories. It serves as a benchmark for laboratories to demonstrate their ability to deliver accurate, reliable, and consistent results. whether it's testing the purity of pharmaceuticals, calibrating measuring instruments, or analyzing environmental samples. Adherence to this standard ensures that laboratories operate with the highest level of quality management and technical competence. Now, what are the key components of ISO/IEC 17025? The component of ISO/IEC 17025 will be discussed in the next slides. But then, what are the benefits of ISO/IEC 17025 certification? The first benefit is enhanced credibility. Certification to ISO/IEC 17025 enhances the credibility and reputation of laboratories by demonstrating their commitment to quality and competence. Clients and stakeholders can have confidence in the reliability of test results. Global recognition. ISO/IEC 17025 is recognized internationally, facilitating acceptance of test reports and calibration certificates across borders. And this is particularly important for laboratories engaged in global trade and regulatory compliance. Improved efficiency, implementing standardized processes and quality management systems improves the efficiency of laboratory operations, streamlined workflows, reduced errors, and optimized resource utilization contributes to overall productivity. Compliance with regulations. Many regulatory bodies and accreditation agencies require compliance with ISO/IEC 17025 for accreditation of testing and calibration laboratories. Certification to this standard ensures alignment with regulatory requirements and industry best practices. Customer confidence. ISO/IEC 17025 certification instills confidence in customers by providing assurance of the laboratory's technical competence and commitment to quality. It can be a significant differentiator in a competitive market landscape. Now, ISO/IEC 17025 serves as a cornerstone for ensuring the competence and reliability of testing and calibration laboratories worldwide. By adhering to this standard, laboratories demonstrate their commitment to quality, accuracy, and continuous improvement. Certification to ISO/IEC 17025 not only enhances the credibility and reputation of laboratories, but also contributes to global harmonization and confidence in scientific and technical data. In an era where precision and reliability are paramount, ISO/IEC 17025 plays a pivotal role in upholding the highest standards of laboratory practice. Now, some of the key components of ISO/IEC 17025 includes first, management requirements. Laboratories must establish and maintain a quality management system to ensure the effectiveness and efficiency of their operations. And this involves defining organizational rules, responsibilities, procedures, and policies to uphold quality standards. Resource requirements or technical requirements. Adequate resources including personnel, facilities, equipment, and materials must be available to support laboratory activities. Competent staff, properly maintained equipment, and suitable testing environments are essential for accurate and reliable results. Process requirements. Laboratories must follow standardized processes for sample handling, testing, calibration, and reporting. This includes ensuring the validity of test methods, the accuracy of measurements, and the traceability of calibration standards to internationally recognized references. Measurement uncertainty. ISO/IEC 17025 emphasizes the need for laboratories to assess and report the uncertainty associated with their measurements. Understanding and quantifying uncertainty enables clients to make informed decisions based on the reliability of test results. Quality control, continuous monitoring and evaluation of laboratory performance are essential for maintaining quality standards. Laboratories must participate in proficiency testing programs, conduct internal audits, and implement corrective actions to address any identified non-conformities. Good laboratory practice, GLP, good laboratory practice. Now, good laboratory practice is a set of principles and guidelines established to ensure the quality and integrity of non-clinical laboratory studies. And these standards are crucial for maintaining the reliability of data generated during experiments, which in turn supports the safety and efficacy assessments of various products, including pharmaceuticals, chemicals, agrochemicals, and biotechnological products. Adhering to good laboratory practice not only fosters trust in scientific research, but also plays a pivotal role in regulatory compliance and decision-making processes. Now, what is GLP? What is good laboratory practice? Good laboratory practice encompasses a comprehensive framework of rules and procedures designed to promote consistency, reproducibility, and accuracy in laboratory experiments. It outlines the organizational structure, personnel qualifications, facilities, equipment, documentation, and operating procedures necessary to conduct studies in a controlled and reliable manner. Now, the key components of GLP includes facility and equipment. GLP requires laboratories to maintain suitable facilities and equipment that meet predefined specifications. This includes controlled environmental conditions such as temperature, humidity, and lighting, as well as calibrated and validated instruments necessary for conducting experiments. The next component is personnel training and qualification. Now, personnel involved in conducting good laboratory practice studies must possess appropriate education, training, and experience to perform their assigned tasks competently. Training programs should cover relevant protocols, standard operating procedures, safety measures, and quality assurance practices. The next component is standard operating procedures. SOPs serve as detailed instructions for performing specific tasks within the laboratory. And these documents outline the steps to be followed, including sample preparation, analytical techniques, data recording, and quality control measures. Adhering to SOPs ensures consistency and uniformity across different experiments and minimizes variability. Documentation and record keeping. Good laboratory practice emphasizes the importance of accurate and comprehensive documentation throughout the entire study process. This includes recording experimental procedures, observations, raw data, calculations, and any deviation from the protocol. Proper documentation facilitates traceability, auditability, and reproducibility of results. Quality assurance, QA. Now, this is the last but not the least component of good laboratory practice. Quality assurance measures, where QA measures are integral to good laboratory practice implementation and involve ongoing monitoring and evaluation of study processes to identify and address deviations, errors, or deficiencies. Quality assurance activities may include internal audits, inspections, proficiency testing, and corrective actions to maintain compliance with good laboratory standards. Now, what are the benefits? Some benefits of good laboratory practice. The first is reliable data. Adhering to good laboratory practice ensures the generation of high quality, reliable data that can be used for decision-making purposes with confidence. Consistency in experimental procedures and documentation minimizes errors and enhances the reproducibility of results. Second benefit is regulatory compliance. Many regulatory authorities require good laboratory compliance for the submission of non-clinical safety data supporting product registrations or approvals. Meeting good laboratory practice standards facilitates regulatory acceptance of study findings and expedites the approval process. Cost efficiency. By promoting efficiency, consistency, and accuracy in laboratory operations, good laboratory practice helps to minimize resource wastage, rework, and potential delays in product development timelines. Investing in good laboratory practice upfront can lead to long-term cost savings and enhanced competitiveness in the market. Protection of human health and the environment is yet another important, the fourth benefit of good laboratory practice. GLP studies play a critical role in assessing the safety of various products, including pharmaceuticals, chemicals, pesticides, and others, thereby safeguarding human health and the environment. Rigorous testing conducted in accordance with good laboratory practice standards helps to identify potential hazards and risks associated with exposure to these substances. Good lab practices or good laboratory practice (GLP) is an essential framework for ensuring the quality, integrity, and reliability of non-clinical laboratory studies. By adhering to GLP principles and guidelines, laboratories can generate data that is credible, reproducible, and compliant with regulatory requirements. Investing in GLP not only fosters trust in scientific research, but also contributes to the protection of human health and the environment, ultimately supporting innovation and advancement in various industries. Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendment (CLIA). Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendment. Now, Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendment (CLIA) are a set of federal regulatory standards enforced by the Centers for Medical and Medicaid Services (CMS) to ensure the accuracy, reliability, and quality of laboratory testing performed on human specimens. And these regulations are essential for safeguarding patients' health and guiding the operations of clinical laboratories across the US, United States. Understanding CLIA is crucial for healthcare professionals, laboratory personnel, and policymakers to uphold the highest standards of laboratory testing and patient care. The history of CLIA. The CLIA Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendments regulations were enacted by the US Congress in 1988 in response to concerns about the accuracy and reliability of laboratory testing. Before CLIA, there were no comprehensive federal standards governing clinical laboratory practices, leading to variations in quality and reliability among different laboratories. And the implementation of CLIA aimed to standardize laboratory testing procedures, ensuring proficiency among laboratory personnel and enhancing the quality of results reported to healthcare providers and patients. Now, what are the impacts of CLIA? CLIA has had a significant impact on the quality and reliability of laboratory testing in the United States by establishing clear standards and regulations. CLIA has helped to minimize errors, reduce variability among laboratories, and improve the overall accuracy of test results. This has enhanced patient safety, facilitated better clinical decision-making, and increased confidence in laboratory testing within the healthcare community. Now, what are some of the challenges and future directions in CLIA, Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendments? Now, despite its many benefits, CLIA compliance can pose challenges for laboratories, particularly smaller facilities with limited resources. Compliance with personnel requirements, quality control measures, and proficiency testing can be time-consuming and costly. Additionally, advances in laboratory technology and testing methodologies may require periodic updates to CLIA regulations to ensure their continued relevance and effectiveness. Now, the key components of CLIA includes first, categorization of laboratories. Now, Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendments categorizes laboratories into different levels: waived, moderate complexity, and high complexity, based on the complexity of testing performed. Now, each category has specific requirements regarding personnel qualifications, quality control, proficiency testing, and laboratory facilities. Personnel requirements. CLIA mandates that laboratory personnel meet specific qualifications and competency standards appropriate for the complexity of testing performed. This includes education, training, and experience requirements for laboratory directors, supervisors, and testing personnel. Quality control and quality assurance. CLIA requires laboratories to implement comprehensive quality control measures to monitor the accuracy and reliability of test results. This includes regular calibration and maintenance of laboratory instruments, validation of testing procedures, proficiency testing, and documentation of quality assurance activities. Proficiency testing. Now, laboratories are required to participate in proficiency testing programs to assess the accuracy and reliability of their testing procedures. Proficiency testing involves the analysis of unknown samples provided by external proficiency testing providers to evaluate the laboratory's performance relative to established performance criteria. Inspection and accreditation. Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendments authorizes CMS to conduct inspections of clinical laboratories to ensure compliance with regulatory standards. Laboratories found to be non-compliant may face penalties, including fines, suspension of testing privileges, or revocation of CLIA certification. Additionally, laboratories may seek accreditation from CMS approved accrediting organizations as an alternative to CMS operations. Now, in conclusion, the CLIA play a critical role in regulating and standardizing laboratory testing practices in the United States. By establishing clear standards for personnel qualifications, quality control, and proficiency testing, CLIA helps to ensure the accuracy, reliability, and quality of laboratory testing, ultimately contributing to improved patient care and outcomes. However, ongoing efforts are needed to address challenges and keep pace with advances in laboratory science and technology. Laboratory management system and digital transformation. Automation and digitization in laboratories. Now, automation and digitization have significantly transformed laboratory management systems, offering numerous benefits such as increased efficiency, accuracy, and productivity. Now, the following are some key ways in which automation and digitization have impacted laboratory management. First is sample tracking and management. Sample tracking and management. Automation systems allow laboratories to track and manage samples more effectively. Barcoding and RFID technologies enable quick and accurate identification of samples, reducing the risk of errors and improving traceability throughout the testing process. Data management. Digital systems facilitate the management of vast amounts of data generated in the laboratories. Electronic lab notebooks (ELNs) replace traditional paper-based methods, enabling researchers to record, organize, and share experimental data in a secure and accessible manner. Integration with laboratory information management streamlines data capture, analysis, and reporting processes. Instrument integration. Automation enables seamless integration of laboratory instruments with data management systems. This integration allows for real-time data collection, analysis, and reporting, reducing manual errors and enhancing the reproducibility of results. Workflow optimization. Now, automated workflows streamline laboratory processes, reducing turnaround times and increasing throughput. Robotics and automated liquid handling systems perform repetitive tasks with high precision and accuracy, freeing up researchers' time for more complex tasks. Quality control and assurance. Automation enhances quality control and assurance by enforcing standardized processes and minimizing human error. Automated, automated alerts and notifications help identify deviations from predefined protocols, ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements. Remote monitoring and access. Digital systems enable remote monitoring and access to laboratory data, allowing researchers to access information and perform analysis from anywhere with an internet connection. This capability is particularly valuable for collaborative research efforts and remote troubleshooting. Compliance and documentation. Automated systems facilitate compliance with regulatory requirements by maintaining comprehensive audit trails and documentation of laboratory activities. Electronic signatures and secure data storage ensure data integrity and regulatory compliance. The last but not the least is resource optimization. Automation helps optimize resource utilization by scheduling instrument usage, managing inventory levels, and tracking equipment maintenance schedules. And this ensures that laboratory resources are used efficiently, reducing costs and improving productivity. Overall, automation and digitization have revolutionized laboratory management systems, enabling laboratories to operate more efficiently, accurately, and compliantly in an increasingly data-driven research environment. Cloud-based solutions in laboratory. Cloud-based solutions in laboratory. Cloud-based solutions in laboratories refer to utilizing cloud computing technology to manage, analyze, and store data generated in laboratory environments. These solutions offer numerous benefits such as scalability, accessibility, collaboration, and data security. The following are some examples of cloud-based solutions in laboratories. The first is data management. Cloud-based laboratory information management systems allow laboratories to efficiently manage sample tracking, data organization, and workflow automation. These systems enable researchers to access data from any location with internet connectivity, facilitating collaboration and streamlining laboratory processes. Data analysis. Cloud-based platforms provide powerful computational resources for data analysis, including bioinformatics, genomics, um, proteomics, and other scientific disciplines. Now, researchers can leverage scalable computing resources to analyze large data sets quickly and efficiently without the need for expensive hardware investments. Storage and backup. Cloud storage solutions offer secure and scalable storage options for laboratory data. Researchers can store large volumes of experimental data, images, and documents in the cloud, eliminating the need for local storage infrastructure and providing reliable backup and disaster recovery options. Collaboration. Cloud-based platforms enable seamless collaboration among researchers, allowing them to share data, protocols, and results in real time. Collaborators can access and work on shared documents simultaneously, fostering teamwork and accelerating scientific discovery. Instrument integration. Now, some cloud-based solutions offer integration with laboratory instruments and equipment, allowing for automated data transfer and analysis. This integration streamlines experimental workflows and reduces manual data entry errors. Compliance and security. Cloud-based solutions often include robust security features and compliance measures to protect sensitive laboratory data. These platforms adhere to industry standards and regulations such as HIPAA for healthcare data or GDPR for data privacy, ensuring data security and regulatory compliance. Cost efficiency. Cloud-based solutions offer a cost-effective alternative to traditional on-premises infrastructure, eliminating the need for upfront hardware investments and reducing ongoing maintenance and IT costs, that is information technology costs. Scalability. Cloud-based solutions can scale resources up or down based on the laboratory needs, allowing researchers to adapt to changing workloads and accommodate growth without significant infrastructure changes. Overall, cloud-based solutions in laboratories offer a range of benefits, including improved efficiency, collaboration, data security, and cost savings, making them increasingly popular among research institutions and laboratories worldwide. Integration with other software such as ERP, EHR, and LIS. Now, integrating laboratory management system with other software such as enterprise resource planning, electronic health records, and laboratory information systems can significantly enhance efficiency, data accuracy, and collaboration across different departments within a healthcare organization. Now, this is how these integrations work. First, ERP integration. Now, ERP systems manage various aspects of business operations, such as finance, human resources, supply chain, and inventory. Integrating LMS, that is laboratory management system, with ERP, enterprise resource planning, allows seamless sharing of data related to inventory management, procurement, billing, and financial transactions. For example, when a laboratory performs tests, the laboratory management system can automatically update inventory levels in the ERP system and generate invoices for billing. How about EHR integration? EHR systems contain patients' health records, including medical history, test results, diagnosis, and treatments. Integrating LMS with EHR ensures laboratory test results are directly imported to the patient's electronic health record. And this integration improves care coordination, reduces errors associated with manual data entry, and provides healthcare providers with comprehensive patient information in one centralized location. LIS integration. LIS manages laboratory workflows, including sample processing, test scheduling, result reporting, and quality control. And integrating LMS with LIS streamlines laboratory operations by synchronizing data and workflows between the two systems. For example, when a test is ordered in the EHR system, it can automatically trigger the creation of a corresponding test request in the LIS. And once the test is completed, the results can be automatically transmitted back to the EHR for inclusion in the patient's record. Now, what are the key components, the key benefits, rather, the key benefits of integrating LMS with other software? These benefits include improved efficiency. Now, automation of data exchange reduces manual efforts and eliminates duplicate data entry, leading to time savings and increased productivity. Enhanced accuracy is yet another benefit of integrating LMS with other software. Integrations minimize the risk of errors associated with manual data entry and ensure data consistency across different systems. Better decision making. Access to comprehensive, up-to-date information facilitates informed decision making by healthcare providers, administrators, and other stakeholders. Enhanced patient care. Now, integration enables seamless information sharing between departments, resulting in better coordination of care and improved patient outcomes. However, it is very important to note that successful integration requires careful planning, compatibility assessments, and collaboration between IT teams, vendors, and stakeholders. Additionally, adherence to data security and privacy regulations, such as HIPAA in the United States, is essential to protect patient information throughout the integration process.